Alright guys, good morning. Captain Paul here from Lake Huron, and this is just a live video, and I want to talk about the market real quick, the boating market. While I'm talking, I may as well show you the outside here. This is Lake Huron. Hope you guys are going to enjoy these videos. Day one will be coming out here in the next day or so, and then after that you'll get a video every day of this trip on the 4788 with Mike and Pam. Anyway, today I want to talk about the boat market because I've been talking to quite a few people over the last few days, and particularly on these big Hatteras. Today we're looking at the 44 DeFever over there in Stewart. I think it's a little overpriced. I pulled the buck on it yesterday. It was 120 is the buck. He's asking 137, so it's pretty close. But we'll see how clean it is, and you know, if it justifies that extra money. But what's going on with this boat market? Why are these Hatterases, you know, these big Hatterases, all of them being dumped on the market? And then where are all the buyers at? Well, what I think happened here is over the years we had a bunch of uneducated buyers jumped into the market, and you know, they bought these big Hatterases, and these big Hatterases require a lot of money. And anybody out here boating knows that the big Hatterases, especially the yacht fishes, the ones that I'm talking about, because these guys have big motors in them. They're running 1,500 horsepower, and then in the late 80s, early 80s, late 70s, all the way up through the 90s, these boats were built basically for the elite rich. And these big engines, they require a lot of maintenance. You know, you're running a two-stroke diesel engine. You got to change the oil in them every 1,000 hours, or sorry, every 100 hours. And a lot of people don't even do that. And then so these engines lately, this fleet of Hatterases that are on the market now, you know, these people, I think they spend $2,500 to change the oil. And then they mark it as meticulously maintained. Well, an oil change doesn't necessarily mean meticulously maintained like they claim in their ads. The big one that I'm talking about, I just saw it come on Facebook yesterday. This couple puts their boat on there, and they go, "Oh, meticulously maintained. We're so sad. We got to get rid of our Hatteras." You know, I think it's a 58 yacht fish. Anyway, and they say. And it's meticulously maintained by me and my husband, and blah blah blah, but it needs new canvas, it needs new electronics, the engines are shot, the generator doesn't run, and I want to hear your guys' opinion in the comments. Is that meticulously maintained? If it is, let me know what you guys think in the comments, because for me, meticulously maintained would be more like the LRC that I just took over to Washington, where the guy spent over $100,000 rebuilding the engines, zero timing the engines, completely pulling every piston, every block, everything out of there, and completely rebuilding those engines. I would call that more meticulously maintained. Again, I want to hear in the comments what you guys are thinking about that. A lot of the, you know, like I said earlier, the difference now that we have, and I want to talk about this other Hatteras that I've been on the phone a lot with lately. It's a really clean one over in Florida, and you know, the guy buys it. He's a Canadian. A lot of you guys watching the video already know the boat just by me saying that, and it's for sale with a broker. And the broker says, oh, he wants to move the boat immediately. But you pull the buck on this old Hatteras, and the buck is $160,000. This idiot paid $220,000 for it, and then he stuck another $100,000 in it. So then now he's in the boat for $320,000, and all he's trying to do is get his original investment back, which was $220,000. But you still only have a $160,000 boat. So I want to hear in the comments, what do you guys think? What is the price of the boat? Is it the buck value, or is it the money that this idiot, uneducated buyer stuck in the boat? And you know, who pays? The new buyers out here are educating themselves, and they're not paying. So that's just where the market is right now. You got a bunch of educated buyers out there that are actually looking. They see the buck value. They understand the market. They understand that the price of the slips have tripled. The price of the insurance has tripled. Everything about owning that boat, and more than likely it needs work. Again, this same boat, you know, it's engine problems, and a lot of these big problems on these big Hatterases are engine problems. I've been involved in quite a few of them actually, and every single one of them comes down to the big engines. I think there's another sailing channel, Trying Not to Sink. Those guys, you guys see them, they lost the bottom end on their big Hatteras, and all they're doing is putting that thing around. But that's it. I mean, these engines, they're only good for, when they were originally built, they're only good for about 2,500 hours, and then they're supposed to be torn down and then rebuilt, especially when you take one of these big horsepower engines and you're asking it. A perfect example of what somebody explained to me, he goes, Paul, you go run at a dead sprint, how far are you going to make it? 50 yards? Now, walk, how far can you make it? And that's the difference. When you throw those turbochargers on these engines, it's only going to last so long. And so the bottom's done, the top's done, everything's done on these big engines with these big horsepower, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, they need to be rebuilt. So the whole fleet right now, we have a whole fleet of these vintage Hatteras yachts, these late 70s, early 80s, all the way into the 90s yachts that all need engines. And so either you have to cut the sides out, put new engines in them, or rebuild those Detroit engines. And then you're investing in old technology. You're investing in a 2-stroke motor that's a 2,500 hour motor. And it is what it is. If you're educated, you know that. If you're uneducated, you buy the boat, and it's basically a floating condo is what they become. They're really not cruisable, and you know that Trying Not to Sink is a perfect example of that. You know, I think they said something about they're going to try and take this boat over to somewhere in the Bahamas or some of the Exumas, but you have no business trying to make a trip like that with those old engines on any one of these old Hatterases. That they need to be rebuilt. And any educated buyer that buys these things would know that. And that's where the market is right now. We got a bunch of educated buyers. There are plenty of buyers out there, but they're only willing to pay what the boat is actually worth. And to tell you the truth, if I was being completely 100% honest with you, if I'm walking up to a boat and it needs an engine rebuild and the buck value is 160, I got to back out those engine rebuilds. So you're talking one of these old Hatterases that are, you know, got a buck value of $160,000. Then it needs new engines. Well, let's take off another 100 grand. So you basically got a $60,000 boat. I want to hear in the comments, what do you guys think? Because most of these old Hatterases, they all need the same. They all need canvas. They all need upholstery. They all need electronics. They all need their engines rebuilt. So how much is one worth? I want you guys to do a little bit of homework here and go with like a 58 Yacht Fish 19, let's go with a 1986. Hell, screw it, go with a 1989 and put in the comment what you guys think that boat should sell for today with engines. Let's just call it 2,500 hours on the engines, on twin 750 horsepower engines. A little bit of homework for you guys, sorry. Your twin 750 horsepower engines needs all new electronics. It needs canvas work. It needs upholstery. Buck value on it's 160. What do you guys think the fair market price is for a boat like that? Anyway, I hate to educate people and be the bearer of bad news, but it is what it is. And you know, if you want to buy one of these boats, yeah, you got to be on the total realization of like the Hatteras I was just on and took it 6,000 miles. It was a huge rebuild. You know, we're going to be the owner of that boat's going to be in there for well over $1 million when he gets done with it. That's what I say is a meticulously maintained boat. Anyway, peace out. Remember, live life with no regrets. Again, I hope you guys are going to enjoy these 4788 videos. They'll be coming out in the next few days. We'll start. We've already started day 1. Again, day 2 is today. And then day 3, day 4, and how long we go, I'm not sure yet. But anyway, remember, live life with no regret. I do, and thank you so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. Bye.